I would like to talk about the story in the New York Times today. And I said this at the top of the show. People's personal lives is not my business. And how they conduct themselves in their personal lives is up to them. I'm chilling. For me, I looked at this from kind of a zoomed out point of view. And it's like, this is why when we talk about the Kings' future and we talk about what does this look like in 2 years or 3 years or 4 years, it's like, man, I have a really hard time going, oh, everything's going to be normal and they're going to follow this track because things like this happen. Like, I feel like this is only a thing that happens to Sacramento or to the Kings, Stockton, Sacramento, or otherwise. Like, it's just, I don't know. That was my takeaway from it. Because like I said, I don't feel like it's my place to get on the radio and be like, this person should conduct themselves in this way. And Like, okay.
Well, it's okay to do that. Like, this is whether, so I don't know. This. So we've known of this story or some sort of New York Times story for a long time, like a really long time. I'm going to be honest. I thought it was something else. Now, to be fair, I don't think it, like, we all knew this. Like, we knew what was in the article.
Sure.
I don't know what we're like. I thought something was going to like tear the organization apart. I was like, oh, it's that. Well, I guess that is news. I guess everybody didn't know that. And
Correct.
yeah, it's not great. Like, I remember when we found out, we were like shocked. We were like, wait, did yep. All right. Like, okay. Yeah. And then just kind of went about life. It doesn't affect Jonathan Kuminga. It doesn't affect the trade. It just makes the organization continue to look stupid.
That's it. And
they don't really need a lot of help to look stupid, but they keep finding ways to influence the stupidity of this organization. And yeah, like I don't know what to say about it. Like, it's a tough look.
Yeah.
It's
a tough look for the ownership group.
I would say, like, because it started to become like a debate in the chat. Like, I don't care if it's man or woman. Like, that, to me, none of that matters. If you're in a position of power with an organization, you cannot have a relationship.
A workplace.
You cannot have a relationship with someone who is below you in standing in the organization. And that's when you're a general manager, you can't date your players. And I don't care if that's, again, this isn't a man or woman thing. This isn't like, well, you have bad taste in men, which is what I saw. Like, oh, like, no, that's a huge issue.
Yeah.
And it wasn't once. It was more than once with like multiple players. And so it was a huge issue.
Which is also very public now because everybody knows that's not the last guy we heard about her dating, who was also a player.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. That's the crux. Once everyone got past all of the jokes and the ha-has and the memes, the Coldplay thing. That guy was the CEO and that woman worked for her. It wasn't about an affair. It wasn't about the company's reaction. It wasn't about the meme and embarrassing. That guy was the boss and that woman worked for her. Once you dug past all of the funny stuff, that was the crux of the issue.
Right.
You can't do that in a position of power in in publicly traded companies and companies like you cannot do that. And that's this situation. It's just the slightly different aspect of a woman being in power and the player being in kind of a subordinate position.
Yeah.
I think it's a terrible look. She should have never been the general manager of the Stockton Kings. If you want to put her in the basketball, the operations department and give her whatever title or assistant or something like that, cool. Like, I get it. Like James said with his sons, if I own the Kings, like Reese will be, if he wanted to, he'd be somewhere in there. I wouldn't put him as the general manager, but he'd be somewhere in there. Like, I get it. It's all good. But that's the issue.
Yeah.
The thing that I would say, though, that I pushed back a little bit on when I was listening earlier and even pushed back a little bit to what you're saying. is James talked about how earlier, like people always say, well, if we win, none of it'll matter. You'll be like, all right, well, let's start winning. When did this happen?
2023.
What happened in 2023 with the Kings? We heard about this the day we heard about Anjali being general manager, the day that it happened, because it was draft day or lottery day.
Lottery day.
It was lottery day. We heard about it. There was jokes. And damn near hours later, nobody cared, because now all of a sudden the Kings had the 4 pick. And then we get in there, Kings win, light the beam. We didn't hear about Anjali being GM no more. No more. Yes, winning cures everything. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong or anything like that. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't be ran through the mud right now because they're losing. But let's be clear. A lot of the reason why they're being ran through the mud or this is embarrassing is because they're losing. Sarver was Sarver when the Suns went to the finals. Nobody cared.
Well, okay.
A lot of people cared. A lot of people didn't care. Media didn't care. Media would tell you right now, with Sarver doing everything he was doing, media would tell you right now, we just read it from Hollinger the other day. Oh, the short good time that they had was 2023. This was happening in 2023.
The normalcy of the Mike Brown era is what he said. Yeah.
This was happening at that time, but nobody cares because they were winning.
Right.
And that's all I'm saying is these things could be happening in the future. If they win, nobody gonna care. James Dolan is still James Dolan.
Well, okay, so that's what I was trying to get at. I fully agree with you. Like when you win, we've seen this with teams, with owners, with players personally. When you win, it's sunshine and rainbows. My argument is when you have things like this happening constantly, it's really, really tough to get to the point where you're winning consistently.
But I don't really think it's that related. Like not as much, it may be, but not as much as what you think. Sterling was Sterling. He just got the right players in there to help them win. He didn't do anything, actually. The right players came along and they started winning. Sarver was Sarver. The right players came along and they started winning games. These guys didn't same thing with James Dolan. These guys didn't fundamentally change who they were or how they went about business. They were the same people. They just end up getting the right players in there at the right time so they can win. And I think that could happen here.
It can,
and
for sure.
Vivek will run the organization the same way. Vivek was running the organization the same way 2-3 years ago. Yeah, the same way. He didn't change.
Sure.
They just got the right players in at the right time. Kevin Huerter started hitting shots. Keegan Murray was hitting 41% of his threes. They started winning games. It was a low year in the Western Conference, and 48 got you the 3rd seed. They started winning games. Vivek didn't fundamentally change anything that he was doing.
Yeah, that's a problem. Where are we now, though?
But when you talk about the future, DeRozan, Levine, all these guys be cooking. They could be cooking this year, and they win 47 games. Vivek, my point is the way they go about it. I don't want to say it doesn't matter, but what matters is the players on the court. If you have the players on the court being successful, nobody will care about this process.
Yeah, but you can't have situations like this.
No, absolutely not.
You can't. I mean, where somebody's a place of power and is dating the players that has signed contracts, that she signed contracts with. That's not something that happens everywhere. And like, I don't know. Like, because
does she need to be banned? I'm serious. Like, does the league need to step in and go, you can't be around? It's like the Uncle Dennis thing.
Yeah, maybe so.
You can't be around Sacramento Kings business. And if we find out that you are, there will be severe ramifications for the Sacramento Kings.
I think there'd be grounds for it. I mean, she was dating players.
So was Jeremy an active player? So we know Chance was. I don't know if Jeremy was. The problem might be if you go down that rabbit hole, you don't really know what you're going to find.
Correct.
So
yeah, I don't know.
The NBA might need to go down that rabbit hole and come to the conclusion, like, hey, this is our determination. This is embarrassing for you. I don't give a damn about you. This is embarrassing for our league and our television partners. You're on national television this year. you're on Peacock, you're on NBC, you're on Amazon. If she is anywhere near that courtside seat, there will be massive ramifications for this organization.
Okay, so I'm going to ask the other question. Do you honestly think the league doesn't know about this whole situation or didn't know about it before?
I do not.
The league knew.
I do not believe they didn't know.
And they've done nothing.
I would say, but I'll say this. Anjali Ranadive, the GM of the Stockton Kings, yes, you need to be banned. Anjali Ranadive, the daughter of the owner, I don't know if you can ban her.
Okay, but
if
here's
she still had that position.
What's the next question? What happens if something horrible happens and tomorrow Vivek has a stroke and he's incapacitated and he can't run the team? Then and she's now the owner, but she's an owner that has the.
But you can say like she's not approved to be the owner because of this other stuff, right? That would be her having a position, an official position with this NBA team. No, we can't have that. But as long as she's still going to get her PhD or working with the Wolves and stuff like that, not the Timberwolves, the actual Wolves, like I don't feel like you can ban her.
Oh, I'm not saying ban her.
I agree.
No, I'm posing the question. Like, I don't even know that she has an official title.
No.
But if it's, she's a fan, great. We've banned fans before.
That's true.
We've done that. We're literally having this conversation about Uncle Dennis.
Let's say this had come out without Chance Comanche having been involved allegedly in a kidnapping and a murder. Let's just say he's still in the league and nothing. He didn't do
just
that.
A regular person.
But this still comes out. Are we having the same conversation?
No, absolutely not.
Like he's a regular player?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, like he didn't. He might
not,
be in the G
but
League.
the murder case is not a part of it.
Correct. But it's still somehow, for some reason, TMZ got word and it came out that everything else happened. The Jeremy Lamb thing.
An active player and an active general manager. Yeah, I think you're still talking about it.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about it.
Is she still the GM if that didn't happen?
She very well might be. Because remember how abrupt that resignation was.
It was like right after.
And that was an abrupt resignation to go get her master's.
That's the qualification.
Look at the press release. It was to go get her master's.
Her PhD.
Her PhD, sorry.
You know, when we were sitting here, when that dropped at 11:45, we were sitting here on the show. I get the email.
Yep.
And she walked through the door.
I didn't know you were going to say that. It's a true story.
That's right. That did happen.
She was standing right there.
Yeah.
We had.
I'm like, we have a breaking news. Like,
is this?
Didn't even bother to ask. Like, hey, do you want to? No. She was literally standing right there as the email went out. Like, this is very odd.
Yeah,
that's right.
Made the commercial break even odder when we were supposed to go over there and set up our KSFM business. Hey, girl.
Or should I say doctor?
To admit what I said, I don't think it's a story if she's in the position she is now. If she's still the GM, yes, it is a story. And yes, it's a big problem if she's the GM.
Okay.
It's a major problem.
But not if she's not.
No, because I don't know if directly title-wise she has the authority that she had.
It's different. It's a bad look. To me, it's a lot different if she's not the general manager. There is a clear like structure and power dynamic involved in here that workplaces should take very, very seriously.
Yeah.
And you can't have that.
It's a terrible look, though. Like just in general, like this is just a bad look. It's like you said, Dame. It's embarrassing for not only the Kings but the league. Like this is just that alone. Like I'll take out the horrible things that Chance Comanche did. If he, like you said, was just a player, she was just the GM. That's a terrible look. That's an awful look.
Jesse brought up a great point.
Yeah.
In the chat, Ime Udoka. That was a power dynamic.
Yes.
That was a power dynamic, and he took advantage of that power dynamic, which is like, I think initially people were quiet about the fact that they were in a relationship, and then when the relationship broke up and he started bullying, then it was like, okay, bro, you got to go.
Yeah.
And he's in the league.
Well, that
Yeah, back in the league.
It was Boston's
fired by
decision
Boston,
to move on, but he's still very much in the league, thriving, and could win an NBA championship this year.
I'm gonna say this too. Like,
winning cures everything.
I don't care what the title is, whether she has a title or she doesn't, or whether she's on the payroll or she's not. If she's sitting next to her dad, the owner, the power dynamic is still in place, no matter what.
It's a good point.
They're still like, if you think it's okay for her, if she's not part of the team, but she's still sitting next to her dad and she's dating a player, and the player has like, that player is still like attached to the situation.
Yeah, right.
And I don't know how you get past that. So
I
don't think the league is going to ban her.
Are we okay? But like, are when you say ban, do you mean lifetime ban or a you can't sit courtside? You can be
10-year show cause.
10-year show cause. Is it?
Now, I'm that's not even what I'm suggesting happening. I'm literally just asking a question. Does the article come out? Because there's allegedly been a fear of this article for, it feels like a
there
year.
Can I go ahead? Sorry.
Is there just no ramifications for it?
I think so. I think it's just like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Unless there's more, it's a bad look. That's nothing more than that.
So okay, so and that's fine. If that's how the league chooses to approach it, that's fine. Vivek looks awful.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The second his daughter sits down next to him at the home opener, he looks awful.
Yep.
That was his general manager.
Yep.
So he is just continuing to pile on this large heap of trash that makes him look bad.
Mm-hmm.
And he just keeps shoveling on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
What I if I was him, for everybody involved, for just the business, and this is just me talking to me,
mm-hmm.
and for my daughter, I might say I don't want you around because I don't like I obviously I love you, my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want people looking at you a certain way.
That's it.
I don't want people saying nothing crazy to
mm-hmm.
you. I love going to these games with you. I think it's a great bond that we have, but to be honest, one part of it, be honest, I don't know what I'm gonna do if I hear somebody say something disrespectful.
That's
to you
it.
Anyway.
That's
so
it.
For everybody involved,
some Laker fan sitting right behind you.
For everybody involved, I might just keep you away because of that alone. Because you're my daughter.
Yeah, just don't expose her to that. Yeah, that makes sense. What?
He's not gonna do anything. That's Kenny Caraway talking. Like, what's Vivek gonna do?
I think
hey, get him out of here. That's what he do, and like that, and he should.
Yeah, but still,
like,
okay.
I
wasn't talking from the standpoint of fan conduct, though. I would not want to put my child in a position.
Right. No, 100%.
Where they would hear that, because that sticks there. That ejecting that fan doesn't.
But here's the thing: he's the one who's put his daughter in this position from jump. She was not qualified to be a Sacramento Kings general manager. I don't care how much she knows about the game. Stockton Kings. Sorry, she wasn't in place to be the
Kings for that.
Well, that was the next report. That's part 2. That's Pablo finds out. Wait till Pablo gets a hold of this. He set her up for that the second he gave her that position.
100%.
But set her up for that.
Yeah. I don't have to keep making bad decisions.
Well,
right.
There's little history to show that.
in that respect, like because I made that mistake back then, I don't have to keep putting her in bad spots.
And that gets back to what we were talking about earlier with the whole winning cures all thing, and why it's hard to have faith in the Vivek Ranadive Sacramento Kings, because like, man, this dude just keeps stepping on rakes, whether it's intentional.
Classic Simpsons.
whether it's intentional or hiring the wrong person or having too many voices, like it just feels like, dude, this guy just, whether again, he might luck into, the number 1 pick in the draft, and that is the next LeBron James, and all of a sudden the Kings are title contenders for the next 2 decades. Like, sure, that's a thing that could happen, but I don't have a track record. Vivek doesn't have a track record that I look at and go, oh, I have a lot of faith that he's going to figure this out,
That's 100%.
and that the Kings are going to figure this out while he's there.
I think
Yeah.
this
Because
is
at
the
some
13th,
point there's going to another rake.
the 13th season that he's owned the team, that he's been the chairman, and of that you have 2 winning seasons total, 1 playoff appearance, 2 play-in tournament losses. That's it.
Mhm.
I don't even
Play-in
want
tournament win.
So in almost 13 years, are we talking 1, 2, 3, 4 front offices?
Mm-hmm.
And in that same amount of time, I think the coaching totals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're on 8 coaches.
Jesus
More
Christ.
as many front offices as post regular season victories is tough. That's tough.
As many front offices in 13 years as the Steelers have had head coaches in like 60. More front offices in 13 years than the Pittsburgh Steelers have had head
my
coaches in like
goodness.
60 years.
That's
That's crazy.
what percent